Hi, and welcome, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you've been having a great day today. So today, for this review, I'll be reviewing the TV show Friends. A few minutes ago, I just got done watching the Friends finale. So now I can review Friends. Okay, so let me know in the comment section below have you seen Friends, what's your thoughts and opinion on it, and what's your favorite comedy TV show. Okay, so um, let me give you the background out of the way, and then it'll be my thoughts and opinion on it. Okay, so it stars Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, uh, Lisa Kudrow, Matt Lee Blanc, Matthew Perry. Uh, they have 10 seasons, 236 episodes, and one special. It came out September 22nd, 1994 to May 6th, 2004. Okay? Instead, it got 8.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Got 78% from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience, or now they call it popcorn meter, 93%. Okay? Um, all 10 seasons of Friends ranked with the top 10 of the final television season rating, ultimately reaching the number one spot in its 8th season. Series final finale aired on May 6, 2004 and were watched by around 52.5 million American viewers, making it the fifth most watched series finale in television history and the most watched television episode of the 2000s. Friends received acclaim throughout its run, becoming one of the most popular and highest grossing television shows of all time. The show instead leads to a spin-off series, Joey, and a reunion special, Friends the Reunion. Okay, I didn't know they had a reunion. I didn't know they had a spin-off called Joey. So let's click it. Okay. Um, wow, Joey had 2 seasons and 46 episodes. Okay. And then Friends the Reunion. So that came out May 27th, 2021. So it says 104 minutes. So maybe I might try to watch that. Okay, if I can try to watch it on some kind of streaming service. Okay. Um, but okay. Now, I never grew up with Friends. So like 3 or 4 years ago, I went to Target with my brother, and they had it, and he was gonna buy me something. So I saw it, I bought it of Friends, and I wanted to check it out because I heard that my whole life that it was a popular show. I wanted to check it out and see if I like it. Okay. Most of the time, if a show is like 90 or below, most of the time I will like it. Okay. It's very rare if a show come out past the 90s, I would like. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. So So maybe I'll do a video on that later down the road of the few TV shows that I like. Like one of them, I think one of them that I like was Community. Okay, so um, so um, Friends. I never grew up with it, but I finally watched it, And so before I tell you if I like it or not, let me tell you what the premise is. It's kind of like Seinfeld. They live in an apartment in New York. Okay, and Seinfeld they live in New York in an apartment. Okay, in Seinfeld there's four people, three men and one woman, but they're all friends. And Friends they have three women and three men. Okay, and now I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really find the show that funny. Okay, I'm not being biased or anything. Um, okay, there are a lot of TV shows that I found funny. Like I found this show funny, and I watched it two times through. Okay, um, okay, um, okay. I like that 70s show. Okay, and okay, and that's another show that I would definitely watch again. Okay, and then like a couple years ago, they came out with that '90s show. I think on Netflix or something, and I watched it, and it was disappointing. Okay, but I will give that show another chance. Probably, only way I would watch that '90s show again if I did a marathon and watched that '70s show in order from beginning to end, and then went from that '70s show into that '90s show. Okay, um, but okay, um, but I, but the comedy show that I grew up with in my life was the Three Stooges, especially the Curly and the Shrimp episode. The other one, not so much. So I need later down the road, I'm gonna try to watch it from beginning to end. Okay. I grew up with Seinfeld. Okay. So that's another show that I can watch over and over. Okay. Now, Friends, I don't think it's that funny, and the high grade that I would probably give it is just okay. It's just a C. Okay. The stick characters, out of all stick characters, the most funny one I would say is Joey Tribbiani. Okay. Um, okay. Then the other two I would say it's kind of funny. Or if I had to pick like top three funny, and the other three, I would say not funny at all in my opinion. I would say it's Phoebe and Ross. Joey, Phoebe, and Ross are the funniest. Okay. I didn't like Chandler getting married. I thought after Chandler was funny before he got married to Monica, and then after Chandler got married to Monica, then Monica and Chandler were not funny. Okay. And okay, um, there were some characters that popped up in Friends that will also pop up in Seinfeld. So if you watch Seinfeld and watch Friends, you're gonna notice some characters. Like there was one girl in Seinfeld that went, "Oh my God!" She showed up in Friends. I think she showed up more in Friends than she did Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld she only showed up like one or two episodes. But in Friends, she showed up a lot. Okay? And I don't remember her name. I need to look her up. Okay? Um, Rachel, Monica, and Chandler were my least favorite. Okay? The most funniest, like I said, is Joey, Phoebe, and Ross. Okay? And if you grew up with Seinfeld, um, there were some characters in Seinfeld called Ross. Okay? there's like a whole family called Ross. And I read that they were thinking about doing a, there was an article I read that they were thinking about doing a, Friends and Seinfeld, crossover. Now I like to see that, because they said that something about Ross character and Friends might have to die or something. That would have been funny, okay? Because you have a Ross character in Seinfeld, and you have a Ross character in Friends. That would probably been a good crossover, okay? I don't know why it didn't happen like that, okay? And then Paul Rudd, the guy that's from 40-Year-Old Virgin and went on to be in Ant-Man and MCU, he went on in Friends to marry Phoebe. So I like him in Friends, okay? He wasn't that funny, but I thought he was funny, okay? So this is not a show, in my opinion, that when I was watching it, I let my head off, okay? If I want a show that let my head off, I would watch the Three Stooges, I would watch Seinfeld, I would watch Dukes of Hazzard, the Andy Griffin Show, okay? Or even watch Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Or the Scooby-Doo movie, okay? Okay, I'm just being honest. I know, I have an aunt and a cousin that like the show, okay? Like, if I watch 10 episodes in a row, maybe one or two of them I would say, oh, that was a good episode. And the rest of them I'm like, that was boring or just okay. I'm just being honest, okay? But maybe later down the road, I will go back and watch this show again, because I got the box set, and I will give it another try. And I thought the finale could have been better, so, Phoebe and, who is it? Yeah, Ross, get in the cab and run to the airport, try to get Rachel before she take off. So Ross can tell Rachel that he loves her. But then what about Chandler and Monica getting the house? So the finale is just them get everything out of their apartment, and then they're going to get coffee. Okay. So it would be, to me, it would have been better if they were staying in the apartment and they didn't move, or if everybody would got a house and they all moved and bought a house, then they all can been together. That would have been like a good finale, okay? So the finale for me was just okay. I didn't hate the finale. The only part in the episode I liked was them running to the airport in the cab. Okay? So, yeah, I'm gonna just give Friends a 6. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? So this is the first time I ever watched it. And maybe later down the road, if I watch the show again, maybe I'll like it more. And my opinion will change. But right now, I don't find this show that funny. I thought it was just okay. Like I said, out of the six main character, I thought Joey was the funniest, then Phoebe, then Ross. And then the other three, not that funny. So that's it. And thank you for watching, and turn that time.